Hello everyone, and welcome back to another video. Thank you so much for being here, and thank you so much to Olukai for sponsoring this video, but more on them later. Okay, so it feels like this summer passed incredibly quickly. So much abundance and beauty and aliveness. But with everything in life, summer came to an end, and now on top of these mountains, they are covered in snow. And the last of the deciduous trees are losing their leaves, and we begin to welcome in colder days. And as much as I feel like I'm already missing the warmth, there's so much beauty in the cold too. It always feels like as soon as it gets cold here, the stars get so incredibly bright. Like they're little portals into different universes. Good morning, everyone. The stars right now are crazy. I don't know what it is about the winter, but the stars just get so bright as soon as it starts to get really cold. I think it got down to like 12 degrees last night, so it was really, really cold. It's around 5 a.m. right now, and I think I'm gonna go walk up this mountain and watch the sunrise. What I love most about the cold season is how dark it is and how long the nights are. There's something about being awake in the darkness that invokes some sort of magic. And breathing in the cold air just feels so good in my lungs. Like a deep cold breath is the most cleansing feeling for some reason. So it rained for like 2 weeks straight, but this morning, there is not one cloud in the sky. It is like the most perfect sunrise. Oh my gosh, wow. You know, being outside in the cold, it really makes you feel alive. So years ago, I spent a winter in the Southern Hemisphere, and it only took one season, and I miss the cold so much. I really feel like missing the winter made my body go so out of balance. We need the deep rest of winter in order to come back to life in the summer. We need death so that we can appreciate life. It's actually kind of magical, the seasons, when you think about it, that nature changes so drastically every year. So lately, every morning, I've been using my sourdough starter to make this like baked pancake, which is basically this German type of pancake called a Dutch baby. It's so good, you guys. It's kind of custardy. Wow, there's no flour in it except the starter, which makes it super fluffy, as well as being really good for our belly. I swear my entire life has changed since fermenting my grains. I just feel like my digestion has been so good. So if the sun comes out in the morning, I will put 2 pairs of socks on, 2 pairs of pants, and a couple of sweaters and do yoga outside. I feel like the sun shining on my face and the fresh air in the morning is just so healing. Okay, so last night I was fermenting some dough to make bread, and this morning I'm just going to shape the dough and actually put it back in the fridge for 24 hours to proof. And I will bake this tomorrow or the next day. I feel like every time the winter approaches, I will reflect on the summer season and realize I never did all the things I wanted to do. I feel like I'm so optimistic in the spring, but then life gets crazy and somehow the cold is just already here. Anyways, next year is going to be different. I say that every year, but it really is. Every day I have been studying all of my farm books and am really making some concrete plans for next season. I really want to homestead this land. Like, I want to get to a point where I am growing and producing almost all of my own food here on this land. Every year I fail, you guys. I really do. And honestly, I think it's because I don't know enough. So I am trying to learn. So a project I have been meaning to do lately is clean out my pantry. I just got my bulk food order for the season and I need to really organize it and put things into more accessible jars because the big bags of bulk things are just a little bit cumbersome. So I use this company called Azure, where you actually drive to a location in your local community, and that is where you pick up your bulk food. It is such an amazing resource for people who live in places with very limited options. We are an hour from a grocery store, so this is a really amazing resource for me and just makes my life a lot simpler. Like, I can just get all of my bulk foods in one place, and then yeah, that's it for many, many months. Thank you so much to Olukai for sponsoring this video. Honestly, you guys, I've been wearing Olukai's footwear for years, and when they reached out to me to sponsor, I was so excited. Since getting these slippers, I honestly have not been able to take them off. After a bath, these are the most amazing thing to put on. They are so soft and keep my feet so warm even on the coldest mornings here in the mountains. The rubber outside allows me to keep them on all day for really any occasion, whether I'm doing errands, hanging the laundry, being cozy in my house, and even going on a walk. I have some shoes by them that seriously have lasted me over 10 years. I love how high of quality the materials and craftsmanship are of these shoes. You can head to the link in the description to learn more, or check out olukai.com/Isabel to shop for a pair of slippers and step into comfort. When I do things on a daily basis that make my mind and body and soul feel good, it makes me remember how little I really need on this earth. It makes me remember that all we really need is fresh air and sunshine and clean water. And if I have those things, I feel incredibly privileged. I really do. Sometimes I'll go through phases of my life where I'll feel like I wish I had more space in my house, or that I wish I lived somewhere closer to a town with resources. But then I just go outside and spend time with nature, and it really makes me realize that that is all we really need. Our mind makes us think that we'll be happy when we accomplish XYZ, or we'll be happy when we get that job or meet our soulmate, or I don't know, we create all kinds of limiting beliefs in our head as to why we can't be happy right now. But we all have that option, you know? We all have that option of just being happy right here in this moment. It's not dependent on anything in our external world. For some reason, we forget that, or at least I forget that all the time. Okay, so I have a challenge for you guys. Tomorrow, run an ice cold bath, and maybe even put some ice cubes in the bath and get in it for at least 30 seconds. I swear, just doing that will change your entire life. It really will. When we put ourselves in uncomfortable situations, we become stronger versions of ourselves. Okay, so tonight I made chili and cornbread, which is one of my favorites. Honestly, who doesn't love this meal? I've been seriously obsessed with soup lately, just like ending every day with a warm bowl of yumminess and bread. Oh, it's just the best. I feel like a grandma sometimes. I eat soup every day and go to sleep at like 8 p.m. most nights. Oh. So I've been trying to take advantage of the fact that it has not snowed yet, you guys, which is really weird. Normally by this time, there's like a couple feet of snow at least. So I've been trying to take advantage of it, and I've been running every day, which I don't really love running, but the way it's been making me feel. Probably been doing this for the past like 4 months maybe. I was doing it in the summer, but I was trail running kind of like up on this mountain path, but these days I just run the driveway. I'll tell you one thing, it's gotten a lot easier. That was hard, but it used to be a lot harder. Oh, it makes you feel really good though. Oh, I can't catch my breath. I'm gonna get in this river and I really don't wanna do this. There is some ice now starting to form. Oh, ooh, that's so cold. Wow. Okay, I can do this. I'll tell you one thing though, that does make you feel so incredible afterwards. Whoa. You are so cute. You need a snack. Okay, so I need to feed my sourdough starter and I have a lot in here that I need to get rid of. I'm gonna make some sourdough crackers. Every time you feed your starter, you have to get rid of a lot or else it would just grow and grow and grow and you would have way too much starter. And I try not to just throw out the starter because it's just full of so much goodness and makes the yummiest things. I'm just adding a little bit of, I think this is spelt flour. I actually get all my flours from a local place, which is really cool. I try to buy seriously as much local things as I possibly can. Just eat as seasonal as possible and I don't know, support my local farmers. I feel like that's really important. Okay, so I'm making some sauerkraut. I've been letting this sit for about an hour, which is good because it helps it kind of release its water and then makes it easier to bottle up. The coolest thing about sauerkraut and fermentation in general is just how it's like a natural preservative. I don't know, it's so cool that you can just add salt to something and it makes it last for like, I mean, sauerkraut has lasted me at least 6 months. It's so cool.
Ram Dass last night was incredible.
Yeah, it was.
These Brussels sprouts might burn them.
Here.
Ooh,
What do you think?
These are really good.
Sourdough.
Wow.
I know, it's just pretty good. Yummy.
These are the best ones yet.
Thank you all so much for watching this video, and I will see you all next week. Okay, bye-bye.
Say that we're the wildest in the